Hi, welcome back to Ensign Equipment. I'm Andrew Hartline, the sales manager here. I've got an application spotlight to go over with you today, and it's about this side load lift and dump right behind me. The customer we worked on with this was actually securing 3 of these machines, and the trouble that they had was they would have several floors of cardboard, paper, just residual office trash that they would collect on a daily basis. And then in the basement floor is where they wanted to bring their containers where they collected this and load it into a compactor. But they had operators that were either slugging bags, pushing cardboard, just doing various things to try to get all of this garbage or waste down into the compactor, and they were looking for a much more efficient way to handle that. So in discussions with them, we learned about the different types of carts and containers that this can be transported in from the higher levels in the facility down to the basement floor where it's disposed of. And we created a lift and dump system that was able to accept those carts and then be able to discharge the whole cart at one time so they didn't have to manually do it. It's a pretty neat project we got to work on. We appreciate this customer if you guys are watching this, and we'd like to show you kind of some of the other features that are on the machine. The first noteworthy one is going to be our mechanical cleanout pin option. We did highlight this in a previous options video as well as for our single pivot dumpers. It's a great option for being able to keep up with that general housekeeping for underneath a bucket. So I'd encourage you to go take a look at that video and give us your thoughts. Another thing we wanted to highlight that's not always as common is going to be our auto manual selector with a keyed switch. So more and more we're getting into options where, or situations where we need to be able to isolate who can do what with the machine. A keyed selector switch is a great way to make sure that maintenance people are the only ones that are able to change the operating state of the system. So a customer can put in auto mode, take the key out, and then the maintenance guy can hold on to this and only put it back into maintenance mode or manual mode when it comes time for any troubleshooting or diagnostics reasons down the road. The panel also has a variable speed controller, so we're running the machine at above 60 Hertz at certain cycles because we need to meet cycle time, and then we're also dropping it down to around 20 Hertz at certain points so that we control the rotation of the bucket and not necessarily create more of a catapulting effect. So on the other side is where our loading zone is. We want to talk about here some of the retaining mechanisms. So in most applications, when we're dealing with discharging solutions, the most common way to retain the container is a crossbar. When we're dealing with bigger and bulkier materials, then sometimes we use a peg style retainer. This was going to be dealing with stuff that was maybe in bags, loose. Pegs weren't really a great option because those are going to cause something to puncture or still hang up on them. So we needed to come up with a better way to retain the container, but not necessarily allow material to get hung up in it. So when we got the containers, which this is one of them right here, we took a look at it and we came up with a cart retaining mechanism, which we can see in the bucket here now. So the cart retaining mechanism actually will help an operator by guiding the cart in, and then it also will have a lip on it which engages on the cart to make sure the cart doesn't rotate out. So this is one of the carts we've got from the customer, and right now I'll actually load it in, we'll cycle it, and you can see how the machine operates for yourself. So as an operator, I've loaded the container. I'm going to hit the safety reset button. You can see we've reset the safety circuit, and then I'll hit cycle start. Our team really enjoys challenges. We encourage anybody watching this, if you have one, please reach out to us. We'd love to discuss with you what your challenges are in the material handling world and how we can help you. As you can see, we can come up with some pretty unique solutions that are simple, cost-effective, and get the job done. Thanks, like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.